Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Delaney if it's your first time clicking in one of my videos, and welcome back return viewers. So this is kind of not the same as what I usually do, but I've been really excited for The Last of Us to come out, so I decided I want to do like a review, or like mostly me fangirling that's so a review, and mostly me just gushing about The Last of Us. I'm gonna try to make this spoiler free because I know it just came out and there's still a lot of people who probably haven't seen it yet, and I usually don't like to see spoilers, especially like if I'm watching like a video on it or anything like that. So I'm gonna mostly keep it to like the atmosphere and like the characters and just how I all around felt about the episode. So yeah, I'm like so excited. If you don't know what The Last of Us is, it released in 2013 and it's basically it's a PlayStation game. It was released on PS3, but it has since been on the PS4 remastered and now the PS5 remastered. And there's also a part 2 that released in 2020. It was such a wildly critically acclaimed hit when it released on the PlayStation. I actually never played it. I am too much of a scaredy cat to play scary games, but I like watching movies, so I watched it like a movie. I watched the whole game, and I've watched it more than once actually. And I also watched part 2, so I do know of the I do know the games. I just never played them because I'm scary. But I absolutely like, as a person who loves horror movies and also loves like just watching, just being spooked all around, and any type of zombie horror, like zombies is probably my favorite of the horror franchises minus slashers. But like I adore I love zombie movies. I can watch them repeatedly and I can consume so much, like even if it's like the worst zombie content, I will have watched it. Like I love watching zombie movies. So when The Last of Us released on PlayStation, I had to watch it because I thought the concept of the zombies was so very interesting. It was like so different from anything I've seen before, where it's like the fungus takes over the human brain and then basically makes them these like zombies. It's such an interesting premise since there's like a real fungus that does this, which they say is based off of, that attacks the animal kingdom, mostly ants, where it attacks the brain and it gets the ant to go back to its colony where it can then take over the colony. So I thought that concept was so cool that they took that from the ant world to what it would happen if it was like humans, but just how that concept looks if it were to pertain to humans. And I just think that that was just so clever, interesting, and I've been so excited to see, like ever since I saw the video game, I always thought it would be perfect for a TV show, and I'm glad that HBO decided to pick it up but HBO always does really amazing with how they do their TV series, and I always feel like they take their time, which definitely with this one you can see with how much time they took with it. So first I'm going to talk about the characters. So I think that Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey are perfect for Joel and Ellie. They have, like, from watching the episode, they give life to the characters that you already see in the video game, but I feel like perfectly encapsulated, but it's not like a copy and paste of from the video game to this. It's like they kind of make it their own. Like I love Pedro Pascal since Game of Thrones, and then The Mandalorian, if you barely see his face, but still.
You know you're the daddy of the internet, right?
I call Pedro Pascal a DILF and think he's my cool, slutty father. Yep.
I've like loved Pedro Pascal since then, and Bella Ramsey also was on Game of Thrones, which I thought she, even though she had like literally like maybe 2 or 3 lines, she delivered with those lines so well and acted so well that I was so excited that she was gonna get a bigger role. They like do these characters so much justice, and I just think that it's gonna be so awesome to see like how they continue. I say the beginning of this series is just like the fact that the episode was like an hour and a half long, and it was able to like get you into the atmosphere of the world of Last of Us. It's kind of like that anxiety of being in a pre-apocalyptic world where it's like, you know, something is going to happen but you're not sure what. And also I do have these feelings of like watching a zombie show like post-pandemic, or not even post, but like watching any zombie thing post 2020 is a little bit like more disturbing because it's kind of like you're seeing stuff that kind of happened but just not as drastic, and it's just so interesting to like have those feelings of like watching something after 2020. Honestly, like when I was watching the episode, I was just like, wow, this is so like eerie to watch. But it's just kind of like, I think I really love the build up, especially in the beginning, how they showed Joel and his daughter, and how they built it up to like what everyone kind of knows is going to happen. You can tell that the creators and the producers are like really big fans of The Last of Us, because even if you watch like some of the shots from the beginning, playing the beginning of the game, they did it like my sister said, word for word, bar for bar. Because no, seriously, it was like so perfect with each shot, each frame is so meticulous that it's like that they were so appreciative of the art of the game that they decided to recreate. And that is something that is really rare when it comes to game to TV movie format. It's like they kind of use the source material, but they kind of do their own thing with it. Like I would say a perfect example is Resident Evil. Like the Resident Evil movies are kind of completely different from the Resident Evil games, even though I really do like the Resident Evil movies. It's just like a big disconnect when it comes to like how they were put into the movies. But I really think that the producers and like the people who worked on The Last of Us like had so much appreciation, like even down to like Joe's daughter Sarah, her t-shirt that she wears in the beginning of the game, it's literally the same t-shirt. Like it's just kind of insane how much attention to detail they decided to do with this. Even when it comes to like when they first are going through the beginnings of the chaos of what's happening, it's literally all this frame from the game. Like every shot is so perfectly shot. Like I cannot get over it. I kind of actually rewatched a little bit of the beginning again because it came on after it started, and I'm just so amazed with how well they're able to take the source material and breathe more life into it, I would say. Because I still, even though I know everything that happens from the games, I still had this like feeling of like dread and like, you know, everything that you know is going to happen is going to happen, but it's like I still was like it still surprised me and gave me more of like a, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen next kind of thing. So I'm really excited for this, and I cannot wait to see how the rest of the series goes. I also am really happy that they decided to do it week to week, because even though I really love to binge watch stuff, I think like the week to week model is probably like perfect for this, because it's like you can let everything sink in, especially with how meticulous they were. Can't wait to see what the next episode is going to be like, and it's just been so awesome so far. So yeah, that's my little thoughts on The Last of Us part episode 1. Maybe I'll do another one or like a recap at the end of the season, talking more about my thoughts and maybe with some more spoilers. But let me know, what are you guys watching The Last of Us? Do you love The Last of Us franchise? And let me know your thoughts on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and have a wonderful day as always. Bye.